Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a popular outdoor event in one eastern Kentucky county raises some serious funds to help flood survivors continue on the trail of getting back to normal. And a local church brings fun and food to one of Perry County's more rural communities to help take people's minds off flooding and bring smiles to their faces.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Well, good morning to you. It's almost 6 o'clock here. I'm Dakota Makris, and it is Monday. I feel like the weekend just flew by because yesterday forget who I was talking to, and I was like, it's already Sunday, and we have to go back to work. So here I am. All righty, well, let's head over to Letcher County where there's Brandon. Hey, Brandon, good morning to you.
Hey Dakota.
Hey, I just, I really like talking to you with the boxes, the split screen. I really enjoy that.
Exactly. Well, hopefully tomorrow I'll be back there talking to you in the boxes, but next to you in the studio.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right, let's see what's going on this morning across our region. Pine Mountain, Whitesburg Mountain there, US 119. Fairly quiet up there. No major issues going on this morning. A little bit of patchy fog in some spots this morning, but not too bad across our area. Temperatures continue to drop down to 41. Jackson and Prestonsburg 40, and Pikeville. Everybody else is in the 30s for the moment. Still waiting on Clintwood to drop to 30 or 29 rather at 30 right now. So again, it's a cold morning. A little extra on your coffee meter. Max warming needed for some. And the next dozen hours, you're going to see as the donuts go away, the skies will be clear. Sunshine will be our primary dominant headline today, and temperatures will top out in the upper 60s. Dakota?
Brandon, thank you. Well, the Knott County Trail Ride wrapped up yesterday, and with the turnout, locals are hoping to help flood survivors. People from all across the region flocked to Mine-Made Adventure Park to ride trails and find community. The event turned into a fundraiser for flood relief, as all proceeds went towards helping victims get back on their feet. Knott County Trail Master Roger Bulin says the crowd size could mean a big help to the community.
It's going to be a big help to a lot of people that's lost their homes, lost their vehicles, or whatever. It'll go to them, so it'll be a good thing. And hopefully a crowd that we got, they'll do good this time.
Well, Knott County officials are calling this trail ride something special for the amount of people and money raised. Well, Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson gave an update on his Facebook page on Sunday, saying the trail ride raised around $48,000. The money will go towards the Knott County Long-Term Disaster Recovery Group to assist with home repairs. Alice Lloyd College held a Purpose Road Service Day this past weekend with the mission of giving back to the community affected by flooding. Students and staff packed meals and gift baskets to hand out to flood survivors. Alice Lloyd College President Jim Stepp says the college was called to give back to the Appalachian Mountains.
Our goal at Alice Lloyd College is we want to provide educated leadership to come back and serve the mountains. 82% of all of our graduates are back in the Appalachian Mountains working and serving now.
Well, students and staff plan to take gift baskets to flood survivors at Carr Creek and Mine-Made Adventure Park this week. Well, the flooding we experienced in late July destroyed almost everything along Highway 476 in Breathitt and Perry counties. Well, it prompted a local church to hold a fall festival for the kids in the area. Our Chandler Wilcox has that story.
Bubbles bursting, pumpkin painting, even a cakewalk to lift spirits in Perry County. First Presbyterian Church from Hazard settled at Home Place Community Center to bring kids in the area some fun amidst struggle.
This was a central location, and we just thought, why ask somebody to come into Hazard to get stuff when we should bring it to them?
They brought a fall festival and a place anyone can call home.
We want to make sure that somebody has at least a hot meal today.
Cooking food and giving the kids a chance to be, well, kids again.
To bring the kids out here and let them play and let them have a picnic. It's important to get the kids back in school and back involved.
While a sizzling grill was the only thing physically warm on a chilly fall evening, warmth inside the heart of others brought joy not experienced in months.
We just wanted to, be the feet and the hands of Jesus to people who don't have a lot of hope right now.
And a phone call was all it took to bring one neighbor to help another.
When they called me to join this, to bring stuff over here to help these people, I was thrilled to do it.
Kids left Home Place with a painted pumpkin and something sweet, but above all else, a smile on their face. In Erie, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, Donna Campbell, who works with the Lost Creek Volunteer Fire Department, says some people in the area are still living in tents, which is a major concern, especially with colder temperatures heading our way. Well, on Saturday, Lexington Rescue Mission hosted its first ever Fall Up Festival. Now, this festival is meant to connect community members with a number of mental health and addiction recovery resources. The month of October marks 7 years of being clean for Shannon Smith. Well, Smith now works as a recovery coach, helping others get clean.
Society looks at us in a whole different way. Like, you have a stigma of being an addict, and they think we're bad people, but we're not bad people. We just made bad choices, and a lot of us drugs have taken over, and having a place to live is not important. Drugs is what's important.
Lexington Rescue Mission works to help those whose lives have been hurt by trauma, addiction, and being in jail. On Saturday, the Walk to End Alzheimer's was held at Rupp Arena, and friends, volunteers, and supporters came out to spread awareness about the disease. An estimated 55 million people worldwide are living with dementia. In the United States alone, more than 6 million have Alzheimer's. For people like Michelle Pruitt, she says her mother's Alzheimer's diagnosis was a life changer.
It's a life changer. I mean, my mom was my best friend, and to see her not be able to recognize me breaks my heart. So this cause is wonderful. I'm glad so many people came out early to support us, and it's just a blessing.
This year, more than 800 people attended and raised more than $160,000 for the cause. Well, for the first time, the Commonwealth observed PANS Awareness Day on Sunday. Well, PANS is an inflammatory brain disease, and although experts say 1 in every 200 children has it, many doctors aren't aware of the disease. Samantha Valentino sat down with one Lexington mother who tells us it took almost 5 years for her son to get a proper diagnosis.
The hardest part is just watching him fight so hard and make progress, and then seeing it just drop.
Carter Cox was diagnosed with autism when he was 3 years old.
Every once in a while we would come back to just really sort of severe symptoms, things that he had gotten better from would all of a sudden get worse. We started noticing some issues after he had a strep infection. And we pursued the PANS diagnosis then.
PANS, according to Stanford Medicine, is a clinical diagnosis given to children who have a dramatic onset of neuropsychiatric symptoms. PANDAS, a subset of PANS, is a diagnosis given to children who suddenly develop these symptoms following streptococcal infections.
None of the doctors that we talked to had heard of it.
Carter's symptoms were dismissed as autism symptoms. Then, Carter got the flu.
He woke up the next day and he went from a fully functioning 7-year-old to he couldn't write letters anymore. He started spelling things backwards. He couldn't read. He couldn't walk.
That's when Carter's mom, Becky, says she knew this was more than just autism, but it took 4.5 years and a specialist in Columbus to get a PANS diagnosis.
Because it took so long, he was in really, really bad shape, and we're still sort of fighting to get him back to where he was before 2 years ago.
Because of a lack of awareness, Becky sent a request to Governor Andy Beshear for the proclamation of October 9th as PANDAS PANS Awareness Day.
And it came in the mail, and he was so proud, and we were proud, and I was like, you know, this is something you're helping to make history here.
Becky's advice for parents in her situation is to trust your gut, document symptoms, and continue advocating for your child. And Carter's advice for other kids with PANS?
Just be the way you are and try to do your best, be yourself, and have a good day.
Hang in there, right? There's help.
Hang in there. There's help.
Are we gonna get through this?
Uh-huh.
We got this?
Yeah.
In Lexington, Samantha Valentino, WKYT.
Well, you can read more of Carter's touching story on our website at WYMT.com.
6:08 here on this Monday morning. We continue to see those cold temperatures across parts of the region, down into the 30s now in Prestonsburg, down to 39. Temperatures continue to drop. Pikeville still holding on to 40, and Jackson still holding on to 41. But I'm telling you, I expect somebody to be in the 20s here before too long, especially the way these temperatures are dropping. Still warmer than yesterday, though. That tells you a lot because we had several spots yesterday morning, coldest morning in the last few days in the 20s. So again, not nearly as bad as yesterday, but we're still right up to where we were this time yesterday in Williamsburg. But look at Somerset, 2 degrees colder right now than they were 24 hours ago. 35 to 55 to 68 by this afternoon. Sunshine the entire time. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you so much. Well, coming up, tensions between Ukraine and Russia ramp up after attacks in both countries do some serious damage. Stay with us.
We've all experienced the peace of mind feeling when you finally find an honest company that will give you top quality products at a